Well, howdy, y'all! This episode contains lots of spoilers, so turn your eyes away now if you don't want this lovely thing spoiled for you. What's up, everybody, and welcome to TVCaptive.com presents The Clio Holds a Different Thing every episode show.
That is what the show should be called.
Yes, it should be. Actually, it's the As Seen on TV podcast for Game of Thrones, Season 4, Episode 4, Oathkeeper. There's lots of 4s in there. This episode, we get a bit more into the mystery of Joffrey's murder. Jaime goes back to being an awesome dude. Dany captures Meereen. Just easy. And White Walkers are taken and making babies. Anyway, I'm your host, Mike. Joining me is Clio, again, over there. The holder of things. That's your title, The Holder of Things.
Yep.
So what'd you think of this episode?
It was good.
It was good.
Very good.
Yeah. So, let's see. I'm gonna go in a circle. It's a
Where
circle.
are we starting today?
It's a circle. It's not like a triangle. There's no corners.
East?
It's a circle.
Are we
Yes.
starting in the east?
Starting in the east, Dany captures a city.
Yes.
Actually, first off, Grey Worm is learning Common.
Yes. Oh my god, that's so cute.
Good on him.
Yes.
Yeah, he actually, he is kind of, I guess you would say, adorable. Like, he's
He
like
is.
100% devoted to Dany.
Yeah.
Like, it'll be done. I'll do it. I'll learn new languages. I'll learn every new language you want me to. I'll kill your enemies. You want that guy dead? Fine. He's dead.
He's dead. That's it.
Yeah.
He's dead.
It's dead, command me.
Yeah.
So basically she sends Grey Worm and a bunch of slaves through the sewers, or what we assume were the sewers.
I think that was just the Unsullied dressed as slaves.
Yeah, she sends the Unsullied dressed as slaves through storm-drained sewers, some icky place, to arm the slaves of Meereen, because, as I said, you outnumber the Masters 3-1. Yeah, but we have no weapons. Drop a bunch of sacks of weapons.
Now you have weapons.
Now you do.
Yeah.
I mean, hell, Dany probably had absolutely minimal losses.
Yeah.
Which has been yeah, she's taken how many cities now with minimal losses?
Well, this was probably no losses.
Yeah, close.
They didn't do any of the fighting.
Right, exactly. So, success. Good for her.
Yeah.
So, what do you think kind of chaos is going to ensue from that? She now has she has now captured 3 cities and freed their slaves.
Yeah, she captured these 3 cities. Who is she left in charge of them?
Very good question.
Because it doesn't seem like she has, people capable of leading a whole city that she could just leave behind at every city she takes.
That hasn't actually come up yet. I'm pretty sure that she sacked Astapor, freed the Unsullied, and left.
Yeah,
and then
she's just been leaving. I don't think that's very good.
Yeah, she's just killing the slave masters and leaving the slaves in charge. If this, most of the slaves are following her. But what about, are these cities crumbling ruins? Are they deserted? What's left of them?
I don't know.
So,
I feel like she has a lot of disregard for these cities because her goal is across the sea.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So, I feel like she's not going to give them a second thought. The people, of course, she's going to give a second thought, but the cities, she doesn't give a shit about.
It would seem not so far. I don't know. No, we'll see. More to come, hopefully.
Yeah.
So let's go in our lovely clockwise arrangement. Back down to the south, where we got King's Landing.
Yes.
So let's see, what happened in King's Landing? Jaime is getting better with his left hand.
Mm-hmm.
He's actually learning. And then Bronn takes his fake hand off and bitch slaps him with it, which was probably the highlight of the episode. Almost. The comedic highlight of the episode, anyway.
Yeah.
Poor Jaime. But, do you think he's adapting quicker than people would have expected?
No, people maybe, not me.
Mm-hmm. Well, yeah, you
'Cause
fenced. You know this
He's
stuff.
just got to get over the
wrong
putting
side.
everything to his right.
Mm-hmm.
And once he gets over that, then he knows all the techniques already.
Yeah, it's reverse everything. Okay, this shouldn't be
and
too
that just
hard.
takes practice.
Yeah, I gotta just reverse everything. Okay, there's a lot of things I have to reverse. Okay, there's a lot of things I have to reverse at the exact same time.
Yeah, and it's not even that you have to reverse it. You are now on the opposite side of your opponent. So everything your opponent does, you have to,
Yep.
Yeah.
Fun. So Jaime's doing that, and then he finally goes visits Tyrion.
Yes.
Do you think Jaime believes him, right?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, of course. There was another question.
He wouldn't have told Cersei that he didn't do it if he didn't believe him.
Yeah, exactly. What do you think Jaime thinks now? Like, does he have any clue who killed his son?
I don't think so.
No. Unfortunately, I don't think so either.
I don't think so. I don't think many people do.
No. We actually get a bit of that revealed by way of Littlefinger and Olenna. They're both involved in it.
Yeah.
The theory, the little crystal from the necklace that was missing, Littlefinger just outright says it. Like, didn't you notice that one was missing?
It was a theory?
I don't know. We talked about this last week, didn't we?
Did we? I don't remember.
I don't remember. I talked about it with somebody. Somebody who had no idea, like, they were just watching the show, and they gave me they said, like, someone said, I thought I noticed that there was something was missing off the necklace. I'm like, I don't know. Littlefinger
I didn't notice that.
No, he outright says it. So, there's that. And then Olenna tells Marjorie, like, yeah, you think I'm going to let you marry that little fucker?
That makes me want to rewatch the wedding scene.
Kind of makes me want to...
Because if Olenna had an interaction with Sansa...
She did. She came up to him and she said, oh, the wind is dreadful for your hair. And she started fixing her braids and stuff like that.
Yeah,
like,
okay.
Like, let's just fix you up all nice here. So...
Yeah.
Yeah. If that's
I knew Olenna had something to do with it because there was a very telling way they filmed that scene where there was a shot after Joffrey falls. And it looks like, not that Olenna was concerned for Joffrey, Olenna was concerned for the fact that Tyrion was so close.
Yeah. I think that might have been it. Well, the blame gets
There
shifted.
had to have been another hand exchanged in that, because I don't remember her getting that close to the wine or the pie. Still don't know which one it is.
Well, the wine, when Tyrion picked... No, I'm sorry, when Joffrey... I don't even remember the scene. When there was a shot when the goblet was picked up by somebody. The goblet was sitting at the same table as Olenna, maybe a couple feet away from her.
It was the table over. It was sitting on... Yeah, sitting on the table over.
And, she's like just a couple feet away from it, and she's just, watching people. So, I mean, that was another pretty telling shot, I guess. I don't know. So now Marjorie is supposedly going to marry Tommen. She has bad luck with marrying kings. That was a statement? Did I, completely freeze you with that? Hi.
Hi.
You're a picture now.
Yay.
A thumbnail.
Your video is turned off. It won't let me... Okay, wait. There we go.
That was great. I ask a question. I'm like, and you just freeze. I'm like, waiting for an answer, waiting for a comment. I'm like, yeah?
Let us continue. What was the question?
Marjorie, third time's the charm?
Hopefully.
Hopefully. She has bad luck marrying kings.
Yeah.
I mean,
this one seems nice and straight.
Yes, this one's straight and nice. I mean, I think she's...
Not that she never had a problem with Renly.
No.
She liked Renly.
Yeah. She liked Renly, but he kind of liked,
But he was just a means to an end for her.
Mm-hmm. Renly had the hots for her brother.
Yep.
And then
the hots. They were doing it.
Oh, yeah, they were totally
doing it. They were doing it.
And she was perfectly fine with it.
Mm-hmm.
That scene was hilarious. Um, so, how do you think this is going to work out? Do you think that I sense there's a war brewing between Marjorie and Cersei.
Yeah. She didn't like her to begin with when she was going to marry Joffrey, and now that Joffrey's dead and she's going to try to marry Tommen, Cersei ain't going to have none of that shit.
My son don't need no woman.
No.
Well, he needs a woman, just not you.
Yeah.
That's gonna be entertaining. I just want to see.
But
shit.
it's gonna be. I mean, and unfortunately, Tommen is a little too young to call many of the shots. But I think he's gonna weigh in, and it's gonna be, I want to marry her.
Yeah, she's doing it. I mean, it's smart the way they're doing it. The Tyrells, because Cersei's distracted right now with the trial and all that stuff. So this is the perfect time for Marjorie to get her fingernails in there.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's going to be an interesting relationship. So,
yeah.
Jaime, who was on our epic shit list the last episode, I mean, he somewhat redeems himself.
And it's like the whole scene with him and Cersei is sort of like, yeah, totally that rape didn't happen.
Yeah, nothing, that totally didn't happen.
She's angry at him for something completely different.
Yeah.
It was a very odd scene to go into like that and just be like, oh wait, but things happened.
Well, yeah, it has been stated by the director of that episode that they didn't want, the scene wasn't meant to come off as rapey as it did, but
yes, but I've heard I need to read the scene in the book, but everyone who's described the scene to me in the book scene still is pretty rapey.
Yeah, the book scene is still pretty rapey, but nowhere near as bad as the show.
Yeah.
That was, that was just... But anyway, it's like that never happened almost between the two of them.
Yeah.
She's still pissed at him for something completely different.
Yeah. I think she's just pissed in general. Like, she is drinking way too much.
Tyrion was the family drunk. Now,
there is no... I don't know, she just does not... She's not rational anymore.
No, she's not. She isn't. She's...
But, and we totally skipped when, Marjorie was... Or unless that happens after. But whatever. Marjorie was talking to Olenna, and Olenna says, Cersei may be stubborn or something, but she's not stupid. And I was like, yes, finally, someone agrees with me that Cersei isn't stupid.
Oh, no, I don't think she's...
She's a lot of things. Cersei's a lot of things.
I call Cersei a friggin' idiot, but not because she's stupid.
Because she does things. She makes dumb decisions, but she's not stupid.
No, she's not stupid. She just does stupid things. So there's two entirely different things here. I never said she was stupid, but
I was probably arguing with Gabby about that.
Yeah, a lot of people don't like Cersei.
Yeah,
book fans and show fans alike. But that's the type of character she doing a great job of painting it that way.
Mm-hmm.
So Jaime, like I said, kind of off our shit list because if he just goes back to being that awesome guy. He's really nice to Brienne. He gives her probably the best sword she'll ever wield for the rest of her life.
Yeah.
And a new suit of armor. And a squire.
Yeah.
So that's what I
think the sword is sort of... Yes, he took the time to make a suit of armor for her. Mm-hmm. But also giving her the sword is like, he doesn't want that sword because his father gave him that sword, sort of badmouth him while giving him a gift. And it's like, he doesn't want to do what his father says.
Yeah, and as he put it, was Ned Stark's sword, use it to protect his daughter. Kind of, give it poetic justice.
Yeah.
So go, take the sword. And
yeah,
take my brother's squire.
Luckily, Joffrey didn't get to do evil things with that sword, the other half of it.
Yeah. I love Bronn. I love Bronn, the character. And he's getting more because I'm pretty sure in the book, once Tyrion gets arrested... Actually, no, I'm pretty sure that once Tywin starts taking over his hand of the king again, I think Bronn gets knighted, he does get knighted, and he's given his own plot of land, and that's really the last you hear of him.
Yeah, I think Bryan's a fan favorite.
Oh yeah, a lot of people. He's that brutally honest character.
Yeah.
Yes.
And let's face it, the Lannisters need a brutally honest character.
They really do. Yeah. Here.
If Cersei would have any of that shit, I would say he needs to go talk to her. But she would not have any of that shit because she's drunk and over the top at the moment, so she wouldn't even listen.
Exactly. It gives Pod Tyrion's axe. Well, kiss already.
Yeah.
Like, kiss the goddamn axe. Oh, God. So...
That's great.
Brienne's off and about on the hunt.
I'm glad it's not the last we're going to see of Pod.
Yeah, Pod.
Pod.
Podrick Payne. Yeah, they're removing a little bit of... I'm pretty sure somewhere in the fourth book, Pod and Brienne wind up together. Not that exact way. There's like a small little bit of filler in between, but I think they're just removing that filler and just like, all right, they're setting off together in the first place.
Oh, okay.
Which I'm fine with, because...
Yeah, that is fine. And I'm glad that Brienne's going after Sansa because, I honestly, the Eyrie before, the Eyrie we saw when Catelyn went to visit her sister was a shit show. I fucking can't imagine it now.
Probably the same. Well, yeah, because...
And maybe Littlefinger's cleaned it up in the way of, like... making things run, but
he hasn't even been there yet, though.
He said he
was supposed. He's like, I've been in the Eyrie for the last few weeks. Like,
do you mean?
Like, wink, wink.
Has he married Sansa's aunt yet?
Not yet.
Okay.
Well, that's a lovely thing because Sansa, Lysa, Arryn, Lysa Tully, whatever.
Yeah.
She's always had a crush on Littlefinger, on Peter.
I didn't know that.
Oh, Peter has always had a crush on Cat.
Yeah.
On, Catelyn, but Lysa has always had the crush on Peter.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
That's a little extra. Why Littlefinger probably doesn't.
I think they may have mentioned this in the show at one point, but the rumor is that Littlefinger deflowered both Lysa and Cat before they were married.
I don't think Cat. I feel like
I don't think so either, but that's like the rumor.
Lysa, yeah, I'll believe it. I don't think Cat.
Yeah.
No.
Lysa's battier than a Belfry, and
yeah,
her son's
I would believe.
Her son's autistic. Her son's autistic, so I mean, and her son's in charge technically. That's
Yeah.
So yeah.
Doesn't help the way she coddles him either.
Yeah, she's kind of daft.
And it goes way beyond coddling.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of they bring it to you like they deliver it like you're supposed to pity Lysa kinda because she was forced into marrying a man like 40 years older than her. Huh?
Nah, bro, I don't pity Lysa. She's fucking bat.
Yeah, she's
a loon.
She's kind of loony.
No.
So that's gonna happen. All right, now let's north.
Yes.
North. So some stuff is happening.
What's happening up north?
Roose Bolton's man, I believe his name is Vargo, has taken the black, or is taking the black.
Took it super quick. He's like, "Oh, let me take it, and then I could go beyond the wall." And I'm like, "Are you all seriously agreeing to this right now?"
Well,
you're all okay. You're all seriously agreeing to this right now. Good.
He's coming forward.
They've had worse in the Night's Watch. I mean, they have rapists. Like
the guy's coming forward. He's coming forward as like a real. He's realistic and he's honest about things. Like, I thought maybe I chose to take the black over losing my hand. Figured I wouldn't have to deal with any rich hoity-toity cunts up here, and I
mean, he's being real, but like not at all.
He's being very overly friendly. Like he's being what he needs to be. He's being like the perfect applicant for the Night's Watch, basically.
Yeah.
So he's gaining Jon's trust as quickly as possible. Overhears him talking.
Worked.
Yeah, overhears him talking about Bran being north of the wall and alive. And that's like, in his mind, he's probably like, oh, holy shit, this paid off quicker than I thought.
Yeah, seriously, he was there for a day.
It's like, I'm here for a day and, shit.
Boom.
So, Sir Alistair is still a dick to Jon. But as Jano? What the fuck is that guy's name? The bald guy. The ex-City Watch Commander. Janos Slynt. There we go. I had to say City Watch Commander and it came to me. He tells him...
bald? I didn't think he was.
Oh, he's baldish.
White of hair, but... Okay.
He basically says, you gotta do something about Snow because all the brothers love him.
Yeah.
Like, you and I hate him. Everybody else likes him.
When voting time comes...
Yeah, when voting time comes,
Nobody likes you.
Yeah, nobody likes you. You're a dick. Like, I'm sorry, and I know you're a dick because I, too, am a dick.
I understand where you're coming from.
I understand your thought processes. So, what do you think? Do you think Jon's going to be successful killing these mutineers?
I think it might be a partial success. I think that maybe... I don't know, because this is a volunteer mission. It didn't look like there were enough people to take as many as they have at Caster's Keep.
Yeah, maybe like 8 or 10 people, I think, total volunteered.
Yeah, and there must be like 15 at Caster's, right?
Okay. Yeah, element of surprise, stealth tactics and all that. No Alex, no Alex like, hello everybody, we're here in the shadows and we've come to kill you.
Yes. No crashing through the skylight.
Yeah, exactly. So, I mean, they might have an upper edge there. Especially if Jon frees Ghost.
Honestly, they should just burn that fucking house down.
Oh, yeah. What'll be poetic, what'll be very, poetic, is if Jon kills the guy who murdered the old bear with the old bear sword.
Yeah.
Because Jon
I think that needs to happen.
It should happen.
Oh my god, okay. And I'm never going to call him by his character name. 1, because I don't know his character name, and 2, because I hate him so much from another show, and I'll always call him Owen. But the guy who's running shit at Caster's, Owen.
Oh, yeah, okay. I don't...
He's just drinking out of a skull. I'm like, I know whose skull that is.
I don't know who the character's name is. I don't care.
Nobody cares, because he's a dickbag.
Right, exactly.
He was drinking out of the skull, and I was like, I know whose skull that is. Why? Yeah. Why?
So, Bran winds... Okay, so he sends off Craster's last male baby.
Yep.
So, and all the wives are like, give it to the gods, chanting. He's like, all right, fine, get it out of here, go do it. It worked for Craster, it'll probably work for me.
I think it was sort of like, Craster did it, I can't be bothered, just get it out of here.
Just get the kid out of here, go leave
I can't be fucking bothered.
Shortly after that, they
needs to rape some more women.
Yeah. They capture Bran and Hodor and the Reeds.
Yeah.
Well, actually, they capture...
Oh, no, poor Hodor!
I know.
They stabbed him!
As what's his face?
Didn't understand what was happening!
As the brown-haired asshole with the goatee, the chubbier one, said, if I was your size, I'd rule the fucking world. Poor Hodor.
So sweet.
I know, he is. He's very sweet.
So sad.
That is kind of sad. But, the big thing of this episode.
Yes.
But last episode's controversy was, overly rapey Jaime. This episode's controversy is...
Well, wait, we're not ready to move on.
Are we not? Oh, no, we're not.
Bran did the dumb.
Oh, yeah, Bran did the dumb.
Bran was not as smart as Arya and just blurted out his real name.
Yeah, exactly.
Seriously, you couldn't have picked a different, highborn name?
I'm like,
That's right, though. Bran never paid attention when he was studying with the Maester.
Right,
Bran never paid attention.
He wouldn't know that crap. Arya actually paid attention. So Bran's jolly well fucked.
So mad.
Mm-hmm. Well, that kind of blows.
Yeah. Anyway, that's what I wanted to say.
Alright. Anyway, we see what happens. The very last scene is the baby in the arms of a White Walker on a very well done CGI job of an undead horse. Freaking creepy looking. But,
it's really good.
this is this episode's controversy because this next scene isn't in the books anywhere. Supposedly, it's theorized that we're not supposed to get this until the next book, which isn't even out yet. But White Walker puts him on like a ice altar thing. There's the blurry figures in the background. One of them walks forward. He looks like Darth Maul, except he's a White Walker, more or less.
Yeah.
And it's just like, oh, look at the little baby. Touch, Blue Eyes.
Yeah, I think that they're, like you said, a different class of the same species. Like, they're the ones that run things, and the White Walker that brought the baby from Craster's is like the foot soldier.
Mm-hmm. That's my personal guess. I mean, this looks like...
clearly this White Walker who turned the baby has a power that other White Walker doesn't have, because if he did, he would have just done it, right?
Right. Maybe that altar holds significance. Like, maybe, it's the ritual location or something, too.
But it also seemed like the one who brought the baby didn't hang around. He sort of dipped.
Yeah, he did. He just placed the baby in. Well, that I mean, how many books now... We've heard mention of Craster for a long time doing this with his babies, but it's never been revealed what the White Walkers wanted with the babies.
Yeah.
Now it's kind of... Alright, they're turning the babies into more of them.
Yeah.
Like, they're reproducing that way.
Mm-hmm.
I'm guessing they need babies to do that?
Yeah, it doesn't seem... I mean, they're undead. Mm-hmm. It seems like they're, most versions of vampires can't have babies.
Right. Well, you don't even know what they are, really. Are the White Walkers undead, or are they just some entirely different thing? Because they
raise the dead, so they have necromancy powers.
Yeah, they raise the dead. And I'm guessing that's why they need babies. They can turn babies, but... they can turn babies into themselves, but...
But they can't have babies.
Right, they can't have babies.
We've only ever seen male-bodied versions of White Walkers.
True.
So it's safe to assume that they don't have a gender.
And everything else they just kill and turn into zombies.
Yeah.
So, I don't know.
It must have something to do with a newborn, because they turned a young girl into a zombie in the first season, the very beginning of the first season.
Yeah, they turned... Well, she was...
Or maybe it has something to do with male babies.
Yeah, if firstborn... not firstborn, but, newborn males is probably what it is. Because, like you said, we haven't seen a female White Walker. All the females are turned into zombies.
Yeah, they may not have any females.
I don't know. That scene got me like, what the hell?
Yeah, because at first I thought it was a completely different species, because their faces were smooth, or at least that one guy, because we only saw one of their faces.
He was the equivalent of clean shaven. He was bald. He had no hair anywhere.
Yeah, but his face was smoother and less decayed than the White Walker we're used to seeing. He had horns, where the White Walker we're used to seeing doesn't have horns.
Yeah,
he was completely clothed in black, unlike the White Walker we're used to seeing. So
I'm trying to remember. I think
different.
Like they're all supposed to be in like their description from the first book. They're in like this crystally armor, like it glitters almost.
Yeah.
So. I don't know. I think they did a pretty fantastic job with them. Complicated CGI. But yeah, the White Walker we used to see is bearded, crazy long white hair and all that stuff.
Yeah, thin white hair. He looked very decayed.
Mm-hmm. Very undead-y. And this, you're right.
This one looks more demon-y.
He does look more demon-y. He looks healthy. And I don't know if it's a mention in the book or just something I read on a theory site or something, but they're like ice demons. Mm-hmm. Because I know at one point Melisandre mentions that they're the enemy. Like, they're servants of the god of death. And I just don't remember where that mention is.
Yeah.
But, I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah.
We're getting more information now. I saw an article. It's like, so people are worried about, the book spoiling the show. But is the show now spoiling the books?
I mean, I think it is. Because the guys who are writing these... they're privy to more information than we are.
They're privy to how the whole series is going to end right now.
Exactly. So, and these are just like the Harry Potter movies. R.R. Martin is not given like a script to revise for every episode.
No, he's the executive producer, and he does write one episode a season, and he has creative input. But
but he doesn't control what the final product is.
I don't. Yeah,
episodes.
Over most of them, he doesn't get a. You're right. He doesn't get the word for word.
Yeah.
He gets the general idea. Like, we're gonna do this, this, and this. You good with it? Yep.
And suggestions. Yeah. He gives his input.
Yeah.
But
I don't know.
It's not. What ends up happening.
Honestly, I think a scene like that, though, I think they would have okayed it with him first. To be perfectly honest. Maybe not. Who knows? But
I don't know.
Maybe.
I don't know, but I do think that that's maybe a bit of a problem. Because people who, and I mean, it is possible for you to just read the books, not watch the show, and avoid book spoilers from the internet.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't think that that's likely.
Yeah.
If they like the books better and happen to watch the show, and then the show spoils something that's going to happen in the next book, and they've been waiting years.
Yeah.
I'm not sure that's fair.
I don't even think, I'm popping it up right now. I don't even think the book has a release date yet.
Yeah, no, of course it doesn't. Did you see the joke, though?
No, which one?
The chapter from Hodor's perspective?
No. What was it? Just Hodor?
It was a joke. It was a joke post by, I think, George R. R. Martin did it on Twitter or something. He's like, it's taking, this book is taking, the next book is taking a while, so here's a little teaser of a chapter from Hodor's perspective, and it's a page. Hodor. It just says Hodor.
Yeah.
Hodor.
Yeah, there's no release date. The publisher, his UK publisher, stated that the book would certainly not be published before 2015.
Mm-hmm.
So...
I mean, that's not far off.
No, it's not far off, but I'm just hoping he finishes the whole series. I don't want him to die halfway through the 7th book and then...
Yeah.
I remember reading somewhere that he gave the 2 showrunners, the people who created the show, he gave them permission. If I die before this is finished, you finish it. Like, this is how I want it to end. Do it as you see fit. Just end it this way.
Yeah.
Like, I'm hoping he gets to finish it himself, but...
Yeah, I hope so, too.
Yeah. Because last one was in 2011, this one's going to be 2015, and then the 7th book, who the hell knows when that's going to be.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So...
Oh, boy.
But it's better than a rushed book.
Yeah, it is better than a rushed book.
But I, as far as the show goes, I really do hope that they stop and go do a prequel or something that's removed from this timeline, just to give the books a chance.
They have to do... the more I think about it, yeah, Robert's Rebellion would be amazing, and they'll probably do it, but what I think would actually work out better would be Aegon the Conqueror's conquest of the Seven Kingdoms, like 300-400 years ago.
Yeah.
That would...
I think so, too.
That would actually be awesome.
Because I think if they did Robert's Rebellion, we'd be expecting those actors for Rob and for Robert and for
Ned. Yeah, you're right.
They can't do that,
Unless they use a lot of CGI and makeup.
25, 30 years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we saw how well that went with Tron.
Yeah.
Not very well.
Anyway, I'm reading here. It says Martin wants to... I had it. He wants to end it kind of on like a Lord of the Rings note that gives the story a satisfying depth and resonance and, a nice, neat ending. And he says he feels the strain of like a challenge to avoid a situation like the finale of the TV series Lost, which left some fans disappointed by deviating way too far from their own theories and desires.
No, well, the thing with Lost was that what the end of Lost actually was a theory I knew some people had in season 1.
Oh, okay.
In like season 3, they hinted at that being what it was, but then completely went the opposite way. And then it turned out to be true at the very, very end. And I was just like, that's really fucking stupid. Yeah, I have some problems with Lost. It was a good show, but
yeah,
it had to die.
Well, is there anything else you have for this episode?
I feel bad for people who are fans of the book and had that spoiled for them. Like, if that's truly a reveal, like, that was supposed to be in the books, but we see in the show first.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like, and I either read it or you said it or somebody said it, that George R.R. Martin is now taking the fans of the show into consideration when writing the books.
Ooh.
So maybe that reveal will be completely different and still satisfying because he's taking that into consideration.
It's very possible, yeah. I don't know. That wasn't me, so I don't know who you're talking about, but that's...
I must have read it. It must have been that post on, did Erica post that, or Rachel? Somebody posted something.
Somebody, I don't remember. Well,
on the ASOTV page.
Anyway, next episode is called First of His Name. And from the preview, we see Tommen getting crowned.
Yes.
All hail Tommen Baratheon, first of his name, Lord of the Andals, the First Men, the Seven Kingdoms, blah, 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 Protector of the Realm.
Blah, 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 blah. Protector of the Realm. Oh, no, he wouldn't be Protector of the Realm.
No, he wouldn't be yet.
He would not be Protector of the Realm.
Tywin's Protector of the Realm.
Tywin would be declared Protector of the Realm.
God. This stuff.
And I feel like it's going to go badly for Cersei, because Cersei is going to expect to be Queen Regent again, and Tywin's not going to let her.
No.
Yeah. She's going to spiral down into an even darker depression.
Ugh, God.
Filled with wine and yelling at everybody.
Filled with wine and screaming at people.
Yeah.
It's like, I don't like you. Get out of here. Go away. Shoo. Yep. Anyway, Clio, where can they find you?
People can find me at Cliomoto on Twitter and Tumblr and Pinterest and such. And you can find me on Twitch at the Cliomoto. I am learning my new software, so I'm probably going to do something this weekend.
Wicked. They can find me on Twitter at Thilladren, ThilladRen. I know my software for streaming, but I probably won't be doing much this weekend. I don't know, maybe. We'll see.
We should do a tour of the science facility.
Yeah, we should finish it and do a lovely tour of the Minecraft science facility.
In Minecraft.
Well, we're calling it the Tower of Science. Anyway, you can find all of us at tvcaptive.com and on Facebook, Twitter, Google+, Gmail, YouTube. All same thing. ASOTV Podcast, one word, at ASOTV Podcast for Twitter. You could find more podcasts for some of your favorite TV shows there, as well as all kinds of other fun stuff. Leave us a message, comment, stuff. Clio, Mike, have a lovely day. That dragon. Holding that dragon. That dragon. They can't see that dragon anymore. All they see is a staticky TV thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.